So this is the eighth session. MS and anti-aging. So how are things doing? First with you, Karen, which is that she has MS, and she said you've been up and down, isn't it? But in this, in like, if we summarize all of this time in terms
I'm
of
always better after I see you.
Yes,
it always helps me.
You can always tell that you had a treatment, and it always shows in your MS function.
Yes.
And the good thing is that you're still pretty functional in your daily life. Would you say?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
But I tried. I mean, and like I love to swim and things like that. So,
yeah.
And that is easier for me, you know, after I'm, you know,
doing
see you and things like that.
Okay, very good.
So,
all right.
And walking is better. Balance is better.
Let me see about this motion of your left foot, which is usually the one that's kind of dropped and make a circle. Okay. That's the weak leg.
That's the weak leg. Yes.
Because the other leg is like a power on wheels. It's very, very strong. Okay. Actually, you do depend on that leg for most of the things, isn't it? And in your hands, how are your hands in terms of strength?
Well, sometimes they're really strong, and sometimes they're not. I don't, you know, it's just hard to. I don't. The right hand is usually better. The left
in
side
terms of coordination.
is always weak.
Okay.
And like for me, like cutting like my right hand with my left side,
it's always
really
a problem.
It's like so.
How would you say that has progressed in the last 5 years in terms of the weakness of the right hand?
I don't.
The right hand, probably not.
Probably not.
So it's been stable.
Yeah.
So, but I mean the left side. The left side in terms of, because I do remember the foot also. You know, when I first saw her, I don't know, it was not good. So I don't think if we can summarize the progression, it's like maybe it's like about you've been stable all this time. Would you say, with ups and downs in terms of severity of the limitations? What would you say?
Well, as I've gotten older, I think I notice it more, like the balance, especially.
Okay, balance is something that you complain, yeah.
You know, because that has been.
It's been a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
More problematic.
And usually it gets better when you do the treatment, but it's always it's been an issue lately.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
So.
All right. Do you know anybody else with MS that you're in communication with, that you can tell how they are doing? No.
No.
No, that you don't follow and you don't do any blogs and
No,
communities.
I read some.
Okay.
But I'm one of those silent kind of persons usually on the internet because I've gotten blasted too many times. When I write something, so sometimes I'm not exactly a sharer.
Okay.
But but I read everything.
Yes.
So.
All right. Very good. What's your perception, Bruce? Tim.
Every time we come, I definitely feel better afterwards. I mean, I feel like I have more energy, a lot more muscle tone and things like that. So it makes a big difference.
It's a big difference in terms of aging process and stuff. Definitely. Very good.
Yes, the energy part is. I usually always have more energy after it.
Exactly.
I really don't have a lot of energy. I'll tell you that much. So.
You can always tell in terms of you become more active and more energetic. Emotionally, usually also better. Would you say?
Yeah, I think so.
So, if considering or your perception in terms of how she would be if she hadn't had these treatments, What would have happened?
I think I would have been a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because after the treatment I'm better, and then I start kind of, when it starts wearing off, I get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then when we get another treatment, it kind of brings it back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, over time, I think I've gotten slightly worse because
Of the nature of the condition,
Yes.
you know, the nature of MS.
yes.
Uh-huh. But maybe not as bad as you could have been
Yes,
if things were not.
definitely not as bad.
Okay, very good.